It's time to start locking in again, bro.
This motherfucker is locked.
Honestly, you're starting to get a little bit complacent, right? January's passed, it's halfway through February. Things are starting to happen. It's like life is happening to you and you're not happening to life. And you know you don't fuck with that. I know you don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. But you know what? I'll be the first to say, the first to admit that, yeah, a couple of my habits in the last couple of months, you know, overeating, consuming a lot of sugar, sleeping late, waking up late, it hasn't been to my usual standard. A typical one for me is when I listen to a lot more music as opposed to podcasts. Because when I listen to podcasts, I know I'm learning, I'm listening, I'm constantly improving something. But when I listen to music, the music that I listen to, it isn't that educational. I don't learn something from it. It just gets me in a good vibe. So whenever I'm listening to a lot of music as opposed to podcast, I know, okay, you know, I'm going through a period of time where I'm feeling a little bit complacent. And you're probably feeling the same thing, which is why you've clicked on this video, because you know, you feel it too. And what are some ways that we can get back into the swing of things? It starts with your diet. And that first week from going and eating really unhealthy stuff, you know, very fatty foods, a lot of oil, a lot of sugar. When you're first making that switch, that first week will be torture, absolutely torture. Because you've gone from eating things that feel good in the moment, but make you feel terrible in the hours afterwards, to eating something that might not taste as good immediately, but afterwards tastes, you know, it is a lot better for you. So much better for you. So in saying that, it starts with your diet and it starts building those routines. I heard on a podcast late last year that Chris Williamson did with Stephen Bartlett, and he was saying that the way to start, well, how a habit starts is when something happens 2 days in a row. So if you have committed to going to the gym 3 times a week, and let's say you miss one session because of work or sickness or family commitments, whatever it might be, you need to drop absolutely everything to make sure that you get to the next session. Because when you get to the next session, you keep that consistency going. But if you don't get to that next session and you just let things slide, that's when the new habit forms. So subconsciously and in your mind, it's like, it's okay to miss a session or to miss a run or to eat unhealthily. Is that even a word? I have no idea. Anyways, I think you understand my point. So when you clean up your diet, everything else starts to fall into place. A big one for me is waking up early consistently. I find myself making the excuse of having soccer and high cortisol producing activities late at night. So exercising, high intensity exercise late at night, and that reduces my ability to fall asleep easily. Which to an extent, yes, I agree. But also there's still about an hour and a half, 2 hours after I finish training, which in my opinion is plenty of time for me to wind down, relax, sleep by a reasonable time so I can wake up with a good, well-timed and well-rested sleep and still wake up early the next morning, refreshed, energized. And it's incredibly important that you sleep well too, because if you sleep and you find yourself waking up, or you're dehydrated and you're constantly going to the bathroom, or you sleep late, have to wake up early, you're not able to function properly. No one's able to function properly. Even the most, like, you look at David Goggins, right? Someone who can last without sleep. But in his day-to-day life, I can guarantee you that is something that he gets. He gets his sleep. He gets enough sleep that he needs to function efficiently, effectively, to the best of his abilities. And that is part of the reason why he is so effective and he's so good at what he does. And it's that discipline. You involve the discipline of sticking to something consistently over a long period of time and you will see the results. Absolutely. And it's all about getting back on that horse. Picture it this way. It's like you were riding a horse and you've fallen off. And because you've fallen off, you want to reduce the time that you spend off of the horse because you want to get back on it straight away and keep going, keep moving forward because that's how you grow. That's how you get better. And ultimately, that's how you improve your emotional intelligence. As with anything with life. So I'll leave it there. This video's gone for 6 minutes, so how long this comes out in the editing, I have no idea. But yeah, start locking in, bro. I need to. I am. And you are too. Growth starts with you. Have a good day.